show you how to set up your notifications. Your notifications were the thing that really drove me to work with Lewis to develop Digital Florists. And it was because I couldn't find a satisfactory way of communicating with the customers without making big administrative burdens, because they were asking for delivery notifications and they were asking for photos, that drove me to want to design this, along with being able to route the software really easily. So as I say, notifications are a big part of it, and as an independent florist, they really give you the edge because it allows you to behave in a way that the multinationals behave. They have all these automations which deliver really good customer service, and customers expect them nowadays, especially the younger generation. They've been brought up ordering things on the web, and the way they know that that order's gone through, the way they know what's happening with the order is because they get notifications. So they do expect email and even SMS notifications in a way that us from the older generation maybe don't. So I will show you how to set it up and explain a little bit about them along the way. So first of all, you'd go to your settings. These are fully customizable to your business, so you wouldn't have to feel that you were using just my way of doing things. You can do your own things. You can switch them off. It's not prescribed, so to say. So if you go into your settings, you go to General, you come across to Notifications. Over here, you'd pop your logo in. And if you click on the file, I have made a dummy logo for here. So I am going to pop my logo in over here. So I've popped that there and I'm going to update it. Now when I go back into it, you should be able to see the logo. Over there on the logo, what I've done is I've created a logo, but it hasn't just got the logo, it's got a little bit of information underneath it with the address, the contact details, email, VAT number, etc. So it's more like a head top, and then the order details will come underneath. So that makes it act more like a digital receipt. And that is what's your header for your email. You can also have a footer. I won't go into this too much today because it's more of a different video, but you can have a little advert at the bottom of all your emails that go out, and that's where you'd upload that image, and that image could link somewhere. Like, for example, we at the moment, every notification that goes out has a footer message saying that our Mother's Day collection is out, click here to order. Or after Mother's Day, we'll probably put a wedding one on, that sort of thing. So whatever's current, we'll probably do Easter and then wedding. Whatever's current, we would put in as a little footer advert. Now, we want to set up what it actually says in your notifications. So if you come across to the sidebar and go down to Advanced, and then scroll there until it says Notifications and click in that. Now, you can do emails or SMSs or both. As part of your trial, you get 100 free SMSs to give it a test. If you want to have an SMS package, it is an extra cost. You would need to know how many orders you're doing and that sort of thing to work out roughly how much it would be. In the first instance, you might just want to do emails, get used to that, and then add SMSs at a later date, and you could have your trial of your SMSs at that point. So today, really, I'm just going to explain how it's set up. Over here, this box, this line here, is where the messages are. If you're doing SMSs as well as emails, you might want a different message. If there's a message in this box, Sorry, if there's a message over here, then it would use this to email. However, if there's no message over there, it would default to this. So if you're only doing emails, you just do the first line here for messages. If you're doing SMSs as well, and you wanted different email messages, you'd use this column here. The messages that come in, if you see those little stripes across there, you can expand it there to have a little look at what it says. They come pre-filled in. You can edit these as well, but just to explain what this one says. So this is a dear customer first name, your order from, and then these bits here will pull in things from the order. This will pull in what your company name is to your contact name. So do that automatically. Has been received and your order has been processed. It will then have a copy of the order underneath. So that'll make it act as a digital receipt. It also has the details of the order on it, so it'll say what they're ordering and the card message and things, so they can check. They can check for any little typos and that sort of thing, meaning that any errors can be picked up on before they actually end up in the hands of the recipient. There is a message for orders ready for collection. Now this, when you hit the ready button on the dashboard next to a collection order, it sends a message to the customer to say your order is ready for collection, and we would tend to put the opening hours on there so people know when to come in. The only time that hitting that ready button, it wouldn't send the message out, is when you are hitting that ready button the night before. The system is clever enough to recognise that the customer might go, oh, I want fresh flowers. So it only sends the message out the morning of, so that they just think you've come in super early to do their collection bouquet, especially for them. Been to the market at 3 o'clock in the morning. Order delivery. So this one would tell the customer that the delivery is on its way. Order fulfilled. We actually do a separate one for collection and delivery and relay. So over here, it would you'd put your customer name, your order with company name has now been collected. We'd hope you're delighted with the post. Please leave us a, and then in between here, this star, where the star is, put your link in here and the star, you'd put the Google link in. Now there's a separate video showing you how to get that Google link, and what that Google link is it's the one where as soon as they click on it, a box comes up with stars, so they can select the stars and the box. They don't have to find out how to leave a review. You're doing all that hard work for them. And putting it in between these apostrophes here makes it so that this Google review is actually anchor text, so it doesn't look like a dirty great link. It just says, please leave us a Google review, and the Google review is obviously clickable, and they click that wording that says Google review and it takes them there. So you would just need to add that link into all of these. If you don't do relay, then you could just delete that one there just by pressing the bin button. When you deliver, it sends a photograph out of what you have delivered, and so there, which says there's a photograph. There's different messages that get sent out if the driver has signified that that the order has been carded, so i.e. left somewhere else. A different message. It doesn't send that message. It sends this message. And when it sends that message, it actually tells them that a card has been left at the recipient's address with the details where it is, and also please see the message from the driver. So the driver would put in the box where it's been left, so the customer knows where those flowers are as well. And that is the message that goes with the picture. And then also if the order got returned to signify that it got returned to the shop, this is the message that would go out. So those are the defaults that are put in. You can adapt them to what you would like if they don't work for you. And the only thing you then need to do to make them active is set up your emails. We can help you with that if you're not sure how to do that. I will be doing videos on that, but some things we actually have to set up because it depends on what your email provider is. But assuming your email's been set up, you would tick these boxes here, and you wouldn't have to have all of these emails going out if you didn't want to. You tick all the boxes, you would click update, and then the email message would be going out at those times, at those triggers. So they'd go automatically. Once those are set up, you don't need to worry about them. They're going out automatically to the customers. What we would always advise though is once you've set up those notifications, we would advise that you would put some dummy orders on and test each thing. So test a collection, test a normal delivery, test a delivery that's being carded, just so you can see what the customer's journey is, so you can understand what the customer's seeing and make sure you're happy with it. Sometimes reading it like this and reading an email is different, and you see how you want different things. Something just to say here, if you were setting up SMSs as well, something to note here, if you're setting up SMSs, over here it will tell you that we build as 2 messages. So that's where we're saying you'd probably want a different message for an email and a different message for a SMS. Something like that, you'd want to get that down to 1 message. So you'd shorten that, but in an email you could have a longer message. So hence the different messages. Hopefully that is clear, but any help with any of these things, use the WhatsApp group, give us a phone. That's what we're there for. We want to make this as easy as possible for you. So hopefully that helps you with notifications. So, but as I say, any questions or any help needed, just ask.